What is up, all you Lowheat sneakerheads? I have a true pair of non-hyped, Lowheat, retail, general release pair of shoes to show you today. And I'm curious to see what you guys think about these, your thoughts on these. And yeah, have a nice little quick discussion about a non-collab, non-pair of dunks for once. Get back to the true roots of this channel. I've been trying to buy less sneakers, but you know, I just can't resist sometimes, especially with a pair that was hard to get, a GR that was hard to get. So when it popped up again, I just had to cop. So today we have the Nike Blazer Mid 77 in Cream 2 and Armory Navy, with some hints of orange in it. These retailed for $110, and that is what I got them at from the Dark Side Initiative. Shouts to them, California company. Well, I don't know about California company, but they got a shop up in San Francisco. So yeah, they made an Instagram post the other day, and I went right to the website. They had them still there. They didn't get botted because these aren't crazy hyped. They did the same thing the other day with the Air Force One in the Halloween purple skeleton joints, and got to the checkout and they were all sold out. So, and I was like, I went 16 seconds after the post. You know how a little timestamp on Instagram? 16 seconds had been posted, saw it. It was at the top of my feed, went immediately, and the bots still got it. So these, not the case. So this, as you can see already, it's in the Move to Zero packaging. Move to Zero, Nike's journey towards zero carbon and zero waste. This product is made with at least 20% recycled content by weight, which reduces waste and our carbon footprint. Now, a lot of you skeptics and cynics out there might be wary of this message and this type of product. I get it. I'm a cynic sometimes too. Maybe like they spend more energy creating these than they actually a normal pair. I get all those arguments. And if they're true, that's not great. But at the same time, you know, I'd rather have a company, even if it's just to make money, even if it's to save them money, and this is all BS, I guess I'd rather have a company do that than not at all. So I totally hear the arguments about like, hey, you know, they actually use more energy doing stuff like this, or they don't care, they just know this stuff's going to sell, or it's actually cheaper for them, that's why they do it. I hear all those arguments, but at the end of the day, I'd rather have a company doing that because it's better than not. So even if it's a hollow message, it's, you know, it's okay with me to a degree. You know, hopefully they have their hearts and minds in the right spots. So woo, I'll talk more on that instead. Let's take these in for a second. Look at those. That's a clean pair of shoes before I've even touched them. That and you see there's no inner wrapping and stuff. So there are, I mean, no matter what you say, there's less packaging on these. So there is that. That's hard to deny. Wow. Now why I got these, I don't know if you can't tell already, besides this being an amazing looking shoe, these are basically the off-white Blazer, the 10 version of the off-white Blazer, the original off-white Blazer. I'll get into the details of these shoes, but that's the main reason I got these. Well, the Blazer's a phenomenal shoe in general. It's a great silhouette, classic silhouette. 77, it's from 1977, originally was meant to be a basketball shoe in the early days, going up against Converse, similar styling. But the classic vintage Blazer is a great shoe to begin with, and then this is just basically a different take on them with this recycled theme. But as you can see, it looks exactly like the Off-White 10 to a degree. The major, because it's deconstructed and it has this off-white cream look to it, that's the main reasons. The Off-White one obviously has a bigger swoosh, a very large swoosh that dips down into the midsole. And it doesn't it has a white, you know, midsole and outsole. These don't. This is a navy blue swoosh, not a black swoosh. but it has this like this is, to me, I don't think this is true ripstop material, but it has this ripstop-esque material on here, just like the off-white one. A lot of similarities. No bonus laces that I can tell. Yeah, no bonus laces, which the off-white ones have, but you have exposed foam. Yeah, very, very, very similar. The Nike on the back here is different. It's got this hit of orange in the embroidery, where the off-whites ones don't. I wish I had my All Hallows Eve off-white blazers to compare these two, but I sold those. I bought those for resale price at round 2 in Hollywood, and I just, I was like, I need to sell these. Too expensive. So made some money to make purchases like these for the channel. So yeah, these are dope. Let's look at them really close. So as I said, exposed foam on the top. You got the insoles, bright neon with a pinwheel logo, old school pinwheel logo. Also on the heel there, this ripstop material here. But then you got suede. This like maybe synthetic suede. I don't know. This is supposed to be a conscientiously made shoe. Not that it's vegan, but like less energy used in the making of these, or at least recycled products. You got some reinforced synthetic material here on the toe cap that mimics leather, but it's a little more plasticky, plastic finish. One set of laces, navy blue, armory navy blue, tumbled leather-esque. It's really soft, like, pliable by soft is what I mean. Non-shiny leather there for the swoosh. This ice blue midsole, translucent midsole. When you have the ground up rubber, the reused rubber of other shoes here. You see these in the Crater line of Nike. They've been doing this a lot recently in Air Force Ones and different silhouettes. And you have that ground rubber outsole. And yeah, those are the main details. I really like the midsole, the translucent. What do you guys think? First of all, let me know in the comments. Give me a subscribe. That would be cool. And I'm going to try these on here in a second. Let's just make sure the other pair is the same. But yeah, these look similar to more similar than the off-white ones. So if you like the off-white blazers, don't spend that much money. Dead stock, they're anywhere from like $1,500 to over $3,000, and used, they're all from like $500 to $1,000. So don't spend that money. Just get the vintage 77 blazers in black and white. Got a little spot there. Get those. First of all, those are cheap. And then secondly, if you like this look, because it is similar to the off-white ones, look online. Some sites have these for retail in certain sizes. Do your research. And then some of the resale sites like GOAT have these under retail in certain sizes, over retail in the bigger sizes, even under retail, with fees and shipping and taxes and stuff. It's going to come out a little more expensive. So a little shoddy craftsmanship here, but you come to expect that from Nike, especially this cheap shoe, $110 shoe. But like I said, get the regular the 77 vintage with the black swoosh and the white leather. Those things are the uniform shoe out in Colorado. I was in Denver, and that was the shoe. Like out here in LA and in California, like the standard shoe the kids wear just to like, be on par with everyone else is the old school Vans low in black with a white wave. That is kind of the Southern California uniform shoe. In Denver, it was this. Oh, well, no, not this, but the vintage blazer mid, 77 mid with a white leather black swoosh. I love those, and I was tempted to get those, and I was like, no Lowheat. I'm not gonna get those, even though they're dope. It's weird how, like, when everyone has a pair of shoes, sometimes you want them, sometimes you want to be different, but sometimes you want to fit in. And I had resisted, but then I'd missed out on these. These dropped in this summer, and I'd missed out. They were sold out everywhere, and now it looks like everyone's getting a restock on these recently. So again, they're a GR pair. They're not a collab. So keep looking. There might be restocks. Again, this is a dope shoe. I think, let's try these on quick. I'll keep that one there for looks. Right now I got on the Stranger Things blazers. Shouts to my brother and sister-in-law. They got me for these a couple years ago for my birthday, and I got the Stranger Things sweats on. These things do not look great beat up. I might do the tearaway thing and post it on my gram when the new Stranger Things season come out. So I never plug my gram. No one follows me on it. Go give me a follow. It's in my description and on the YouTube page, the link for my Instagram. Go give that a follow, please. I'd appreciate it. I somehow have more YouTube subscribers than Instagram followers, so I don't know how that works. These I went, in blazers generally I go half size up. So I went 12, I'm usually 11.5 in most shoes, and I find that helpful because blazers tend to be narrow and hard to get into with these thin ankles, and that seems, I can already tell that seems to be a good choice. So I'd go half size up. Those Stranger Things blazers I have on right now, those are, these are my actual size, and they're a little tight right there. So they do fit, but they're a little hard to get on. You see I have them laced loosely, and they're a little tight right there. So definitely I would go, personally, half size up. So yeah, it's weird. These don't come fully laced. They really skimped on a lot of stuff here to make these cheaply. You have another piece of eye hole right there. Look, these look dope, right? I think these look sick. Maybe the craftsmanship's not 100%, but you know, I'm okay with it to a degree. I'm okay with the messaging of being recycled materials and reducing carbon footprints in big corporations that make tons of shoes. I mean, the ultimate argument, if you're arguing about this, is they shouldn't make millions and millions of pairs of shoes a year. You know, their valuation is billions and millions of dollars. They don't need to make this many shoes that go on sale and get used up. That's your biggest argument. That being said, this is good for corporations to do, even if it's kind of fake. So let's give these a quick rating before I get out of here. I think, let me see. Not a collab. A little shoddy on the craftsmanship here. Also kind of a rip-off. I don't love when companies do that. On one hand, it makes them more accessible. But then, you know, everyone's true sneakerheads still look down on it. It's like, that's not the real thing. Like you have, you know, my Nike's notorious for doing this. They did the Mochas, like the Travis Scott ones, the Air Jordan ones, the Air Jordan 1 Mochas. They've done PE, basically knockoffs in Oregon and UNC colorways. They've done, you know, they did these. There's just time and time again, they will do a shoe that looks essentially like a very hyped pair. So I don't love that. At the same time, I get to wear a dope looking shoe at an accessible price. So I'm going to give these an 8. No, 7.75. 7.7. These aren't an 8 yet. These aren't quite an 8, but, yeah, no, 7.5. 7.5. Love the silhouette. Love the look. Like the eco-friendly thing they're doing here, but, yeah, 7.5 for these. Anyways, thanks for watching. Give me a subscribe. Keep checking back for more videos.